Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dishu and you're watching Data Science with Dishu. So this video is regarding the assignment solutions. Like मैंने जब fundamentals of Python खत्म किया था like up to functions. So I have given a assignment और वो assignment actually मैंने WhatsApp community group में दिया था. That's why I always say that join the WhatsApp community. It will benefit you a lot. So the link is available in the description. Just go and join the WhatsApp community. And if you are new to the channel, check out the playlist. I have just started the full stack data science program, so this is the part of it. So before starting this session, hit the like button. It motivates me to provide the contents regularly. So let's start the discussion of the solutions of the assignment that I have given. So first question was, write a function which takes a paragraph as input and returns the count of words starting with vowels and consonant, and the output format is like the vowel and the count of the vowel, then consonant and the count of the consonant. So let's say for example, this is the paragraph is an example. Let's say this is the example which I am giving. So this is just a paragraph which we will give as an input to the function which we will define. और उसमें वो क्या रिटर्न करेगा, इट हैज़ टू रिटर्न द काउंट ऑफ वॉवेल्स एंड कॉन्सोनेंट. सो इसमें कितने वर्ड्स वॉवेल्स है एंड कितने वर्ड्स कॉन्सोनेंट है. सो यू कैन ईजिली सी ना, दिस इज द word which is a starting word, so it is starting with T, so this is obviously consonant. Then is starting with I, so it is actually vowel. Then an is again vowel, and then example starting with E, again vowel. And then paragraph starting with P is a consonant. So what we have to check actually, for each of the words हमें ये देखना है कि वो कौन से कैरेक्टर से स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं. इज दैट कैरेक्टर इज वॉवेल और कॉन्सोनेंट. सो हाउ वी कैन डू दैट. आई हैड ऑल्सो गिवन एन हिंट कि जब भी आप पैराग्राफ को आप लेट से आइट्रेट करना चाहते हो एंड यू वांट टू गो थ्रू ईच ऑफ दिस वर्ड्स, नॉट द string. So if you take this as a string and if you iterate through this string, what will happen, it will iterate to each of the characters like T, then H, then I, then S, then S again space, then I, then S. But we don't want that. We want to iterate to each of the words, like first of all this, then is, then an, then example, and then paragraph. So how we can do that? First of all, we need to split the words. That means whatever the words that are containing in that paragraph, first we want to split that. And how we can do that? So we have to just call a method that is called dot split, and inside that parenthesis, what we have to pass, we have to pass the that character on which we want to split. So we have to just split on the basis of spaces because we want each of these words. So how these words are separated by one space now, so we have to just provide one space, so double quotes and one space. So based on the space, what it will do, it will just split all of these words in the sentence. So this, then having a space, then is, then a space, then and. So what will happen, it will just split all of these words and it will make a list of words. Why list of words? Because after splitting that, I am providing a list keyword. So what will happen, it will convert that whole words into a list of words. So how it will look like you can see, if I just print that list of words, it will look like this, then is, then and. So all of these words are converted into a single string. So you can see this, then is, then and. All of these are what, all of these are string and they are stored in a list. Now what we can do, now we can iterate through each of these words. How? Like this is a list now, simply we can apply a for loop, like for word in list of words. So if I just want to print all of these words, you can see for word in list of words, print word. So what is actually word, it will take each of these words, this, so it will print this, then is, it will print is, then an, then example, then paragraph. So this is how you can convert a paragraph into a list of words. Now if you have list of words, how we can check that, is it vowel, starting with vowel or starting with consonant? We have to just check the first character of each of these words. Okay, so this is the approach that we are going to apply. So this is the solution we have. So first of all, we have to define a function. So the question says that we have to define a function that will take a paragraph and it will return the count of words that are starting with vowels and the count of words that is starting with consonant. And this is the आउटपुट फॉर्मेट. सो यू हैव टू ऑलवेज फॉलो द आउटपुट फॉर्मेट. जो भी आउटपुट फॉर्मेट दिया गया है, you have to give the output in that format only, because what happen if you see some questions or quizzes that are given in like hacking round coding questions, what will happen if you don't provide the output in the format that they want, it will not actually clear the test. Because what will happen, like whatever the output that are coming, they will directly check that like what actually happened, कि जो भी आपने output आपका आ रहा है that is automatically check the, वहाँ पे कोई person नहीं बैठा हुआ है that he will check the output, he will see that okay the output is same but the format is different so it will just pass. No, that is not going to happen. All the things are going in inside the computer only. So whatever the output format they have given, you have to always print that in that output format. So let's discuss the solution. So def count vowel consonant. So you have to just give a function name. So you can give any function name, but remember जो भी आप name दे रहे हो function का, that is relevant and that is meaningful. So you can say na count vowel consonant. So it is meaningful that it is going to count the vowel and consonant. And what is the parameter that we are passing? Para. So this is just a variable name which I have given. So जो भी आप paragraph input करोगे, that will be stored as a paragraph, para, and it will get inserted here as a parameter. Now what I am doing, I am initializing the count of vowels and consonant. So initially what happened कि initially तो कोई भी count नहीं है, so vowel का भी count 0 होगा and consonant का भी count 0 होगा. So first of all I am just initializing a variable to store the counts. So vowel count is equals to 0, then consonant count is also 0. Now I am again initializing a variable that is called vowel str. So what is that vowel str? I am just defining a string, and this string contains all the characters that are present in vowel. So a, e, I, o, u, these are the 5 characters that are present in vowel. So what I have done कि मैंने इसको एक स्ट्रिंग में स्टोर कर दिया है एंड उसको एक vowel str नाम के वेरिएबल में पास कर दिया एंड इट इज़ गेटिंग स्टोर्ड देयर. Now why I am doing that, it will be more clear in the further steps. Now next what I am doing, word list equals to list para dot split double quotes and space. So this I have already explained why I am doing that. जो भी पैराग्राफ में आप इनपुट दे रहे हो पैराग्राफ, I have to just split all of the words and store in a list. So that is why I am doing that thing. So मैंने उसे पहले ही कर रखा है एंड आपको शो भी कर दिया that how it is working. Now what I am doing, नाउ मेरा वर्ड लिस्ट एक बन गया है. नाउ व्हाट आई हैव टू डू, आई हैव टू आइटरेट थ्रू ईच ऑफ द वर्ड्स दैट आर प्रेजेंट इन दैट वर्ड लिस्ट. सो व्हाट आई कैन डू, आई कैन सिंपली अप्लाई अ फॉर लूप. सो फॉर वर्ड इन वर्ड लिस्ट, दैट मीन्स इस वर्ड लिस्ट में जो भी वर्ड है उसको मैं आइटरेट कर रहा हूँ एंड व्हाट आई एम चेकिंग, इफ वर्ड देन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट 0, दैट मीन्स व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इंडेक्सिंग. I am taking the first character out of that word and I am checking if that is in vowel str. And what is vowel str? This is the string of vowels. So if I am writing in vowel str, that means this character is going to be checked inside all of the string one by one, like all of the character that are present in that string. So a, e, I, u में total 5 characters present है. So what it will do, let's say for example let's say this is the word for which I am going. So this is the word. Now the first character is what? T. That means word 0 will return T. Now it will check if T in vowel str. So first of all it will go for A. T is not equals to A. Then T is not equals to E also, T is not equals to I also, T is not equals to O also, T is not equals to U also. That means T is not present inside that vowel str. It has checked one by one for the each character. So if that is not present, so that if condition is getting wrong ना, so it will go for the else condition. और else condition में क्या होगा, consonant का count increase हो जाएगा. So consonant is getting increased by how much? 1, because एक वर्ड जो था दैट इज़ एक्चुअली कॉन्सोनेंट, क्योंकि उसका जो फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर था वो वॉवेल में है ही नहीं. सो दैट मीन्स वो क्या है, कॉन्सोनेंट है. सो दैट इज़ वाई वी आर एडिंग दैट टू द कॉन्सोनेंट काउंट. सो अगेन इट विल चेक फॉर द सेकेंड वर्ड. फॉर द सेकेंड वर्ड आई इज़ द फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर, दैट मीन्स वर्ड 0 will be I and it will check. So I not equals to a, I not equals to e, but I equals to I, that third character of that vowel str is getting matched. That means ये word क्या है, that condition is getting true ना, if word 0 in vowel str, so that means ये vowel है, so vowel का count increase हो जाएगा. So that is how it is running. So for each of these words it will check one by one कि वो फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर जो है इस वर्ड का वो वॉवेल स्टीयर में है कि नहीं. इफ़ दैट इज़ प्रेजेंट वो वॉवेल काउंट में ऐड कर देगा 1, एंड इफ़ दैट इज़ नॉट प्रेजेंट सो वो कॉन्सोनेंट काउंट में 1 ऐड कर देगा. एंड एट लास्ट व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, आई एम जस्ट प्रिंटिंग. सो आउट ऑफ दैट फॉर लूप, जब तक फॉर लूप रन हो रहा है वो स्टोर करता रहेगा. सो जब फॉर लूप पूरे वर्ड लिस्ट में रन हो जाएगा सो इट विल जस्ट रिटर्न एंड इट विल प्रिंट. सो प्रिंट में हम क्या कर रहे हैं, एफ स्ट्रिंग लगा के वॉवेल देन डैश एंड देन इन कर्ली ब्रेसेस व्हाट आई एम पासिंग द वॉवेल काउंट जो भी स्टोर हुआ है. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट इट विल जस्ट प्रिंट. सो वॉवेल देन you can see dash and then vowel count. So let's say it is if I just run that, you can see it is getting defined, and now I am calling that function. So this is the name of the function, count vowel consonant. So I'm just passing the same thing, and inside that what you can do, you can pass any paragraph. So this is the simple paragraph which I am passing. So if I just run that, you can see what it is printing, vowel dash 3 consonant dash 2. Why? Because you can see this word is actually consonant, then is vowel, and starting with vowel, example again is starting with vowel, paragraph is starting with consonant. So this and paragraph is the two consonant words, and is an example of the three words that are starting with vowel. So you can see this is what we wanted. So I hope the first solution is clear. If any doubts you have, you can just ask in the comment box, or you can join the WhatsApp community. वहाँ पे भी आप live doubt पूछ सकते हो, and I'll be more active there. Now the next question is what, write a function which takes a list of numbers and return mean, median and mode. So if you already know what is mean, median and mode, that is fine, but I will just recap briefly what is mean, median and mode. And the output format should be what, mean dash 12.5, median dash 7. Like this is just an example which I have given, so this should be the output format. So how we can do that, so let's define a function. So we are going to compute all of these things, mean, median, mode, inside a single function. So we need not to define different function for all of these things. So we have to calculate all of these things, mean, median and mode, in a single function. So let's say I'm defining a function name that is called central TEND, that is short form of tendency. So what is central tendency actually? So जो भी हम यहाँ पे mean, median, mode निकालते हैं, this is actually a part of central tendency. अब ये क्या होता है, like all of these things will be explained in the further session, but you just need to know that these are actually coming under central tendency. So जो भी हम नंबर्स रहता है उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कैसा होता है, टू नो दैट थिंग वी एक्चुअली कैलकुलेट मीन, मीडियन एंड मोड्स. सो दोज आर कॉल्ड सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी. नाउ लेट्स से फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डेफ, देन सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी एंड अ लिस्ट ऑफ वर्ड्स, अ लिस्ट ऑफ नंबर्स विच विल पास एक्चुअली ईयर, जिसका हम मीन, मीडियन एंड मोड निकालेंगे. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, आई एम जस्ट डिफाइनिंग अ वेरिएबल काउंट, एंड ये सिंपल लिस्ट है, एम्प्टी लिस्ट. And why I have done that, it will be more clear in further steps, but before that let's start with mean. How we can calculate the mean? So simply mean क्या होता है, mean is जो भी आप नंबर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो अगर उसका mean निकालना है, so what you will actually do, you will first of all sum up all the numbers and you will divide by the count of all the numbers. मतलब कि let's say you have 5 numbers, आप पाँचों नंबर को ऐड कर दो, डिवाइडेड बाई पाँचों नंबर का काउंट क्या होगा, 5 होगा. सो डिवाइडेड बाई 5 एंड दैट विल बी योर मीन एक्चुअली. सो द सिंपली हाउ यू कैन डू दैट इन पाइथन, लेट्स से आई एम डिफाइनिंग अ वेरिएबल सम लिस्ट. सो आप जो भी सम करोगे, सो सम इज एक्चुअली व्हाट हियर, अ फंक्शन. सो इनसाइड अ फंक्शन विच आई एम डिफाइनिंग, I am calling another function that is actually inbuilt function of Python. So sum, and what I am passing, the list I am passing, so it will just sum up the list. So जो भी रिटर्न होगा सम लिस्ट में स्टोर हो जाएगा. देन लेंथ ऑफ दैट लिस्ट, दैट मीन्स दिस लेंथ फंक्शन and list is the variable or the list of numbers which we are passing. So what it will do, it will just count the how many numbers that are present inside that list, and I'm storing that in a total count, और simply mean क्या हो जाएगा, sum list divided by total count, and उसको मैंने mean में store कर दिया, and using that f string उस फॉर्मेट में जिस फॉर्मेट में हमें प्रिंट करना उस फॉर्मेट में मैंने उसको प्रिंट कर दिया. सो दिस इज सिंपली मीन. So nothing difficult in that part. Again median is again easy. So what you have to do in median, so median में क्या होता है, like in median what you have to do, simply let's say I'm passing a list of numbers. So how you can find the median of those numbers, first of all you have to just arrange the numbers in the ascending order. So जो भी numbers हमने provide किए हैं उसको आप पहले ascending order में ला दोगे. Then again what you have to do, you have to just find the mid index, लाइक जो भी मिड में आ रहा है, जो भी नंबर्स मिड में आ रहा है, दैट विल बी एक्चुअली मीडियन. सो सिंपली अगर ऑड नंबर है, लाइक काउंट ऑफ द नंबर्स आर ऑड, सो मिड में एक ही वैल्यू आएगा. बट इफ़ दे आर इवन नंबर्स, सो ऑब्वियसली जो भी मिड में वैल्यू होगा वो दो मिड में वैल्यू आएगा. उस केस में आप मीडियन कैसे निकालोगे, सिंपली आप उसका दोनों का एवरेज ले लोगे. दैट इज़ द लॉजिक दैट यू आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई. सो सिंपली व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू जस्ट डू list dot sort. So list dot sort is going to sort your list. Then what you are doing, you are applying a if condition, total count modulus of 2 not equals to 0. So total count is what, you have already like stored the total count na. So total count was the length of the list. So if length of list is like modulus of 2 not equals to 0, so you are comparing that, you are just checking if it is odd number. So if that is odd number, so what you have to do, simply जो भी mid में value आएगा that will be the median. So simply आप क्या करोगे, total count then floor division 2. Now this is not a median value that we are finding, this is the index that we are finding. Let's say कि 5 numbers है आपके पास, so 5 numbers है तो mid में कौन सा आएगा, like third index will be the mid ना, 1 2 then तीसरा बीच में, then चौथा and पाँचवा. So the third index will be in the median. So how you can find that, simply let's say for example in this case total count will be 5. If you do 5 floor division 2, it will be obviously what, 2.5, and since it is a floor division so it will just return 2. Now 2 is what, the second index, so that means 0 then first then second index. So actually वो third number है, so that is the mid index. और आप उस index जब आपको मिल जाएगा, so what you will do, आप सिंपली उस लिस्ट में क्या करोगे, इंडेक्सिंग कर दोगे. सो लिस्ट एंड जो भी इंडेक्स आपका मिड इंडेक्स उसको पास करोगे तो वो नंबर यहाँ पे फेच हो जाएगा, एंड दैट विल बी एक्चुअली अ मीडियन. सो यू हैव टू जस्ट प्रिंट द मीडियन. नाउ हाउ इट इज़ वर्किंग एक्चुअली, आई विल जस्ट शो दैट, आई एम जस्ट ब्रीफली एक्सप्लेनिंग, बट मैं एग्जाम्पल्स के साथ फिर से एक बार एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा. सो दिस वॉज द केस व्हेन दैट इज़ हैविंग अ odd count. Let's say it is having a even count. So in this case we will handle the situation in else condition. So उस केस में mid index क्या होगा, like simply the mid index will be same, total count floor division 2. So let's say this is the mid index, but that will be not actually a mid index, but उसके बाद का जो index आ रहा है वो भी mid में आएगा. So there will be 2 mid indexes. So median क्या होगा, mid index जो भी है उसमें जो नंबर आ रहा है, then mid index -1. So why I am doing that thing, why not +1, because you need to remember that indexing कभी भी 0 से स्टार्ट होता है. So you have to not go for the next index. Let's say for example 4 numbers है, so since it is a even number, if you do 4 floor division 2, it will be 2 ना. So 0 1 2, that means actually the third element. उसके बाद तो चौथा एलिमेंट तो लास्ट ही है. So you will be not going for the that element na. You have to just come back to one index, that means second index and the first index. So that means second minus 1. So that is why you have to subtract 1 instead of adding 1. And जो भी उसका जो element होगा that you can do by indexing simply. So what at last what you are doing, इसका जो value आ रहा है and इसका जो value आ रहा है, आप दोनों का एवरेज कर दे रहे हो, दैट मीन्स डिवाइडेड बाई 2, एंड दैट विल बी द मीडियन. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड बोथ मीन एंड मीडियन विद द हेल्प ऑफ एग्जाम्पल, एंड देन वी विल अंडरस्टैंड हाउ मोड इज वर्किंग. सो लेट्स से आई एम डिफाइनिंग दैट फंक्शन that is central tent, and let's say I am calling that function, I am passing, these are the list of number that I am passing. So what it is returning? Mean 4 and median 2. So just focus on mean in median for now. उसके बाद हम लोग मोड देख लेंगे कैसा हो रहा है. सो मीन सिंपली क्या है? मीन इज़ वॉट? सिंपली सम कर दो फिर डिवाइडेड बाई टोटल काउंट. So sum is what? So sum will be what? Simply 1 plus 2 3 plus 6 9 plus 6 15 to 17, then 9 26, and at last plus 2 28. So the sum is 28 divided by the count. So how many numbers are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 28 divided by 7, that means 4. So mean is simply 4. Now how median is getting calculated? First of all, in median what is happening? First of all, सॉर्टिंग इज़ हैपनिंग. सो जो भी आपका यहाँ पे नंबर दिख रहा है लाइक 1 2 6 6 2 9 2, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू सॉर्ट दैट. सो द सॉर्टिंग नंबर विल बी व्हाट? 1 2 then again 2 then again 2 then 6 then 6 then 9. So this will be the actually sorted numbers. Now inside that sorted number what you have to do? First of all you have to check कि count क्या है, odd या even है. So simply you can see total count क्या आ रहा है? 7 आ रहा है. So that means it is odd. So simply it is coming in that condition. That means this is getting true. ये odd है. तो simply total count floor division 2 क्या होगा? Total count है 7, floor division 2. So total count क्या है? That means 7, and then floor division 2 will be what? 3.5. So it will return simply 3. So 0, then 1, then 2, and then 3. So this is the third index ना. सो व्हाट यू आर डूइंग एक्चुअली, जो भी आपका मिड इंडेक्स आ रहा है दैट यू आर पासिंग एज ए इंडेक्स इनसाइड द लिस्ट. सो जो भी आपका लिस्ट में थर्ड इंडेक्स पे क्या आ रहा है? सो थर्ड इंडेक्स पे कौन सा नंबर है? लाइक 2 इज़ द नंबर एट द थर्ड इंडेक्स. एंड रिमेंबर वन थिंग, जो भी आपका यहाँ पे इंडेक्सिंग दे रहे हो विच लिस्ट इट इज़, जो सॉर्ट हो चुका है, यू हैव टू नॉट लुक एट द इनिशियल लिस्ट. सो दैट इज़ वाई यू कैन सी व्हाट मेथड आई हैव पास्ड. Dot sort is actually a in place operation. So dot sort will actually sort the list, and that means the original list actually. So that is why if you just pass the mid index inside that list, this list is actually the original list we have. Now remember one thing again, like list is the variable which I have passed inside that function. But remember one thing, don't pass any name of the like the parameter which I am passing here, or any arguments or any variable name that is already defined in Python as a some variable name. Like list is already defined in a Python which is given to a list class, so you need not to pass that list. So what you can do, you can just simply pass any like list underscore 1 or 2 anything. But remember one thing कि आप कभी ऐसा नेम मत देना जो कि already Python में defined है, because that is going to create a problem in the future. So I hope you have got how mean and median is working. Now we are going to explain how mode is working. So first of all mode क्या होता है? Simply जितने भी numbers आपको पास हुए हैं उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा किसका occurrence है. So the maximum number of occurrences that number have, that number will be actually mode. So for example in this numbers you can see simply that 2 is having the maximum count ना. 2 3 बार है, 6 2 बार है, and 1 and 9 एक एक बार है. सो दैट मीन्स 2 इज़ हैविंग मैक्सिमम काउंट, सो इट शुड बी रिटर्न एज अ मोड. सो दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ रिटर्निंग मोड एज अ 2. नाउ हाउ यू कैन राइट अ लॉजिक इन पाइथन to get that. So first of all list dot sort. So this is actually optional. You can either sort or not sort, but that is not mandatory in mode. But sometimes sorting makes the things faster, so that is why I have done that. Now what I am doing for num1 in list, so that means in this list what I am doing, I am iterating through each of the numbers. So for num1 in list, so that means the num1 will be what? First of all it will take 1. Now what I am doing again, after that I am initializing a variable c equals to 0, that means the count equals to 0. Then for num2 in list, again in the same list, again I am iterating, again I am applying a for loop. So that means a nested for loop I am applying, and this time I have given the variable name num2. Why I am doing that? Because I want to count each of these numbers. Simply here like first of all it is 1, so again it will take each of these element, that means it will start from again 1. So in the second loop num2 will be what? Again 1. Now first of all it will check if num1 equals to num2, then it will increase the count by 1. So first of all num1 equals to num2 तो हो ही जाएगा. Like first of all num1 is 1 and then again num2 is 1. So this is true. So this condition is true. So C will be actually incremented to 1. So the count of 1 will be 1. Now again num1 is still 1 because if that for loop doesn't end it will not go for this again this loop. Okay, so first of all num1 क्या है 1 हो चुका है. Now num2 1 को चेक कर लिया. Now num2 will go for the 2. So again it will check if num1 equals to num2. So that means 1 is equal to. No, that is not true. So that means it will not increment the value of count, or simply it will go for the next element. So it will again check for the 6, again 6, 2, 9, 2. So it will check for all the elements for this first element. Again जब ये हो जाएगा like the for loop for this the second for loop will completed, then it will go for the next for loop for the first one. Like for the next element will be what 2. Again 2 is fixed for the num1 in this loop. Now again this loop will start from 1. So it will check first 1. So 2 equals to 1. No, it will not increment. Then again it will go for the 2. 2 equals to 2. Yes, it will increment. C becomes like again 1 because जब ये loop again start हो रहा है, so again at that time C again becomes 0. So for each element C शुरू से 0 हो जा रहा है, then it will start counting कि again there is more count of that number or not. So 2 equals to 2 में 1 हो जाएगा, then it will check 2 equals to 6 or not, 2 equals to 6 or not. Then here 2 equals to 2. So that means count क्या हो जाएगा इस पर 2 हो जाएगा. Again it will check for 9. So no. Again at the last 2 equals to 2. So it will again increment. That means this time it will become 3. So the count of 2 will be 3. So I am just storing the count of each of these numbers in that count list. So initially what I have done, I have initialized that empty list ना. So मैंने बोला था आपको कि मैं उसे बाद में दिखाऊंगा कि why we are doing this. So the use case of that count variable is here. So count में हम अपेंड करते जा रहे हैं, जो भी नंबर्स का काउंट आ रहा है that we are getting appended into that count list. So C is getting appended in the count list. Now in the last what we are doing, जो भी count आ रहे हैं like whatever the count that is coming, we have to just found the max of count. So maximum count जो होगा वही mode बताएगा. So max of count will be any value. Let's say 2 का कितना आ रहा है 3 आ रहा है. So this will return 3. Now what I have to do, I have to find the index, क्योंकि जब index मिल जाएगा then we can just simply do indexing of that list and we can find the mode. So उस नंबर का जो काउंट जिसका सबसे ज़्यादा आ रहा है उसका इंडेक्स क्या है that we need to find out. So काउंट लिस्ट में जो भी काउंट स्टोर होते रहा है that is what, that is count of each numbers and that is in ordered. Like first count is what, first count is of 1, then second count is of 2. So if I just simply show you कि काउंट जो होगा काउंट लिस्ट हाउ इट विल लुक लाइक. सो इट विल लुक लाइक 1 का काउंट कितना है 1 है, 2 का काउंट कितना है 3 है, देन 6 का काउंट कितना है 2 है, देन अगेन इट विल काउंट फॉर 6, अगेन इट विल प्रिंट 2, देन 2 का काउंट अगेन 3, देन 9 का काउंट 1, देन अगेन 2 का काउंट 3. So this is how it will look like. So this is the count list that will look like. अब इसमें max क्या है 3 है, max 3 है, then again I am finding the index of that. So index क्या है, first index if I am not providing anything just the max count, so it will just fetch the first max count. So first max क्या है 3 है और इसका index क्या है 0 1. So that means the 1 will be getting returned for the mode index. Now in this list if I just pass the first index, so it will just return like it will just fetch 2. So 0 and 1. So 2 is the element. So mode is actually 2. So that is how we are actually getting the mode value. Now this is one method, like there is no fixed method for finding a mode. So this is the one method that I have explained. Like simply the logic is what? Logic is just to count the occurrences of each element and find the which number is having the maximum count, and that number will be actually mode of that numbers. So what is the another approach that I have applied? I'm just simply showing that thing. So I'm not defining that logic in this function again. I've just simply separated that thing. So you can just take that logic and write in the same function so that it will work. Like simply my example here you can see this is the list one. So let's say this is the list I am providing और उसका हमें mode find करना है. So mode dict is equals to dict. So this is the simply empty dictionary that I have defined, that means mode dict. And let's say for element in list one, so जो भी list one आप provide कर रहे हो उसमें मैंने एक for loop लगाया, that means for each element I am iterating. And what I am doing for element not in mode dict dot keys. So mode dict is what? The empty dictionary. Then what I am doing mode dict dot keys. So it will just return the keys of each of these key value pair. So initially क्या है? Dictionary is empty. So there is no any key, no any values. So the first if statement is what? If element not in mode dict dot keys. So this is going to be true क्योंकि शुरू में कोई कीज़ है ही नहीं. So एलिमेंट भी प्रेजेंट नहीं है. So that means one is not present inside that dictionary. So if that is not present, what will happen? It will just do mode dict element equals to list one dot count element. So what it will do actually? What I am doing actually with this statement that इस डिक्शनरी में मोड डिक्शनरी में सिंपली मैं वन को की ले रहा हूँ एंड वन का जो काउंट है उसको वैल्यू ले रहा हूँ. दैट मीन्स व्हाट इज़ द रिजल्ट दैट आई विल गेट आफ्टर अप्लाइंग दैट मीन्स सिंपली वन होगा, वन का काउंट जो होगा उसका वैल्यू होगा, देन अगेन टू होगा, देन अगेन टू का जो काउंट होगा दैट विल बी द वैल्यू, देन अगेन फाइव होगा, देन अगेन फाइव का काउंट. एंड नोटिस वन थिंग दैट इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू अगेन रिपीट. लाइक टू एक बार वो ले लिया है, so it will not going to repeat again 2 and its count. Like the thing that was happening in this logic, that is not going to happen in this logic. So this logic is going to be more efficient than this one. So you can apply this logic to be more efficient. So it will take less space and it will be also faster because इसमें आप नेस्टेड फॉर लूप अप्लाई कर रहे हो. सो फॉर लूप के अंदर एक और फॉर लूप अप्लाई करोगे, सो ऑब्वियसली दैट इज़ गोइंग टू स्लो डाउन योर कोड. सो ये कोड ज़्यादा फास्टर होगा. इट इज़ ऑल्सो टेकिंग लेस स्पेस क्योंकि ये हर एक एलिमेंट का काउंट नहीं स्टोर कर रहा है, एक बार ही लाइक टू का काउंट स्टोर कर रहा है. सो यू कैन सी फाइव का काउंट कितना है, थ्री है, सेवन का काउंट कितना है, टू है. सो दैट इज़ हाउ इट इज़ गेटिंग लाइक स्टोरिंग ऑल द थिंग्स. नाउ आफ्टर स्टोरिंग हमें क्या फाइंड करना है, जो भी मैक्सिमम काउंट है. सो mode dict dot values, so this is going to return the values, all the values 1 2 3 and 2. so उसमें क्या है, हमें क्या करना है, उसको एक लिस्ट में पास करना है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम मेकिंग दैट इनटू लिस्ट so that I can apply the max function. So it will just return the maximum. So 3 is the maximum, so it will return the maximum 3. So that is going to be stored in max value. Now उसका position क्या था, how we can do that? We have to just pass मैक्स वैल्यू और उसका डॉट इंडेक्स यूज करना है टू फाइंड द इंडेक्स. नाउ वो इंडेक्स हम किस में फाइंड कर रहे हैं, मोड डिक्ट डॉट वैल्यूज का जो लिस्ट है उसमें. सो मोड डिक्ट डॉट वैल्यूज क्या है, 1 2 3 एंड 2 है. उसका इंडेक्स क्या है, लाइक मैक्स वैल्यू का. सो 3 का इंडेक्स क्या है, सो 0 1 2, दैट मीन्स द सेकेंड इंडेक्स. नाउ दिस सेकेंड इंडेक्स इज गेटिंग स्टोर्ड इन पोजिशन and then I'm just passing that as a index for indexing the list. So like what we want actually, the mode value. So mode will be what, inside that keys, जो key है वो numbers है actually. So the key that is having maximum count, we need to return that. So that is why mode dict dot keys में जो है उसका मैंने इंडेक्स किया है उस मैक्सिमम नंबर के पोजीशन पे. सो लाइक पोजीशन इज़ like 2, so 0 1 2, that means 5 is the key and it is getting returned and stored in mode, and at last I am just printing that. So that is why you can see it is returning 5 as a mode. If I just change that, let's say I am storing more numbers like 7, again 7, so 7 is getting 4 times now. now see it will return 7 as a mode instead of 5 because 7 का count 4 हो गया है and 5 का count is still having 3. Now this was about mode. I know थोड़ा लंबा चला गया but I think it will be clear. If this is clear fine, but again if there is any doubt you can ask. I'll be happy to again repeat the things to make it more clear. Last we are going to discuss write a function to print the first n terms of Fibonacci series. So first of all we need to understand what is a Fibonacci series. So it is simply a series in which like it will start from 0 and 1. So these two terms are fixed 0 and 1. After that जो भी terms आ रहे हैं that is actually sum of the previous two elements. So next element will be what 0 plus 1. So that is why 1. Again the next element will be previous two element 1 1 1 को add करके that means 2. Again the next element will be 1 plus 2 that means 3. Again the next element will be 2 plus 3 that is 5. Then 8 is that means 3 plus 5. But again it will go and it will go up to how many numbers we want actually. So let's say if you want to print the first 5 terms it will just print 0 1 2 and 0 1 1 2 and 3. So this is the first 5 terms. So simply आपको एक फंक्शन डिफाइन करना है जिसमें आप सिंपली n पास करो कि आपको कितना फिबोनाची सीरीज चाहिए and it will just print that. So how you can do that? So this is quite simple. You have to just apply if and else conditions and along with that a small for loop and all will be sorted. Like first of all def then fib, let's say this is the name of the function I'm defined, then n is the parameter which I'm passing. Then first of all I'm initializing two variables a and b, a equals to 0, b equals to 1. Why I'm initializing that? Because I've already said that initial two numbers are fixed, so we need to fix that two numbers 0 and 1. Now if let's say someone is just simply passing n equals to 1, so what will happen, he just want a single term of the Fibonacci series. So simply it should print a, so that is why I'm printing a. If someone like ask for 2, so it should print a and b, but it can be handled in this condition, so that is why I'm not again giving a condition for n equals to 2. Okay, so simply if someone is giving an input of n that is greater than 1, let's say 2 3 4 5 anything, so what will happen, first of all you have to just print a and b क्योंकि वो दो फर्स्ट टर्म्स फिक्स हैं. सो 0 and 1 तो आपको प्रिंट करना ही है, आइदर वो 2 टर्म मांगे या 3 टर्म मांगे, सो 0 and 1 तो आएगा ही. सो दैट इज़ वाई एम प्रिंटिंग 0 and 1. सो प्रिंट a and print b. Now if someone is entering more than 2, let's say 5, so in this case what will happen, for I in range n minus 2. Why I'm doing n minus 2? Because I have already printed two numbers. So let's say उसको 5 terms चाहिए, so I have to go for the range from 5 minus 2, that means range 3. So it will start from 0 and it will go up to only 2, that means 0 1 and 2. Why not 3? Because that is actually excluded. So it will start from 0 and it will go up to 2. So 0 1 2, that means it is going to further print 3 terms. Already it has printed 2 terms, we need to print the 5 terms, so that is why it is going to print further 3 terms. And what are the numbers that is it is going to print? So simply जो भी numbers शुरू में थे उनको add करते जाना है. So c is the new variable which I am defining, which is a plus b. So simply शुरू में a और b था उसको add कर देना है. So a plus b, then it will be c, so it is going to be printed. Then again after that what I have to do, I have to just change the a and b ना, क्योंकि इसको हमेशा a and b को add करके print करना है. But a and b is what, the previous two element only. So शुरू में like a and b was initial two elements. Now since c is getting printed as 1, now the next previous two element will be what, this one. So that is why you need to change the logic, like a equals to b, so that means the b, so the second element जो भी था उसको मैंने अब a कर दिया, एंड जो c आ रहा था, c मीन्स दिस थर्ड एलिमेंट, उसको मैंने b कर दिया. So that means this is becoming a and this is becoming b. Now if I just calculate c, it will be 1 plus 1 and it will be 2. Again after printing 2 what will happen, again ये logic change होगा, a equals to b. So that means, so this one was actually what, this was b, now this time it will become a, so this will become a एंड जो सी था दैट मीन्स 2 जो कि ऐड करके मिल रहा था, इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी स्टोर्ड एज बी. So this is 1 is becoming a, 2 is becoming b. Now if you calculate c, it will be a plus b, that means 1 plus 2 and 3. So up to here it is going to stop because you are asking for 5 terms. अगर आप उससे ज़्यादा नंबर देते हो it will go further. So this is how this logic is going to be run. And if we just define that, and if we just pass any numbers, let's say 5, it will just print first 5 numbers. If we just print 10, it will just print first 10 numbers. So you can see. And what if I pass any numbers that is not in that thing? So that is why I have taken a else part in which I am printing enter a valid number. So let's say I'm printing let's say I'm passing 0. So if 0, it will return enter a valid number. So even if I just pass any negative numbers, so negative numbers will, again it will print enter valid number. So you have to pass always a positive numbers. Let's say 6, it will print first 6 Fibonacci series. So that is it guys for this session. So ये था हमारा 3 असाइनमेंट्स का क्वेश्चन जो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया. So if you guys have any doubt, still you are facing any issues, so you can ask all of those doubts in the WhatsApp community. Join the WhatsApp community now. And if you haven't liked the video yet, like it and share this video to your friends who actually wants to learn data science. So we are going to meet in the next session. Till then, take care. Goodbye.